Greetings and welcome to my channel. This is Sorcerer Tal. You can also find me on Facebook in the Sorcerer's Guild. Today on Sorcery in Action, we are going to be doing a demonstration for a road opener spell. Now, if you will remember from the magical theory of this theme, we first start with the purification process. I chose to smudge myself with smoke, and then after that is the bath, where you add cohesiveness to your form and draw yourself back together. I bathed in a bathtub where I added milk, lavender, ground bullhorn, and some of my yeast minions from a previous video. The yeast minions, I added those to give a servitor aspect to the cohesion and allow it to actually help form my overall astral form in the way that I want it to be. Okay, so after the bath, then of course we proceed to the actual road opening spell, which is where we will be picking up today. Now, the first thing that you do is you anoint your candle with the road opening oil. I chose a mixture of sesame seed oil and citrus. You want to shake it up good so that it's all mixed together, and then put enough on your hand to anoint the candle. Because you are doing a road opening spell, you will go down first. And you want to keep the spiral in the same way, all the way down. And go all the way down. As you're anointing downwards, you're removing all the obstacles from the road. And then you get another bit of the oil, and you go back up. And as you go back up, you are now proceeding down the path. You are giving the forward momentum to your fate to open the road. Okay, so after you have anointed the candle, make sure you close the oil, don't want to spill it everywhere, and light the candle. Now, when you light the candle, you want to be a little bit cautious because some of these road opening oils are flammable. So keep your fingers well away from the tip of the lighter, and light the candle. And this is where the spell truly begins. This is where the energy begins to open up, is with the flame of the candle. This flame will actually be burning for several days, creating a back base to that road. Okay, so the sigil that I like to use when I'm doing a road opening spell is I like to use my personal sigil because it is a focus for my personal will and intent. So first we will be making the sigil, as I discussed in the first video, that goes underneath the candle. And of course you want to be charging this while you're doing it, imagining your energy going down into the sigil and adding the intent that it is a road opener. Now, this is my personal sigil. I will be doing this Tuesday's magical theory on personal sigils and some of their other uses as well. But for now, just keep in mind that they are a focus for your own personal will and intent. And you place this first one under the candle, helping make the road base and pulling away any obstacles from your past. And in that same vein, we will then proceed to doing a stick breaking. I did not mention this in the magical theory, but in the time that has progressed since then, I have realized that it would be a great addition to the road opening spell. We're going to be breaking 2 sticks, and I do have a separate video on the stick breakings, but this is how it works. You would take the stick, and then you will imagine the energy flow of all the obstacles from behind you that are holding you back. You imagine that flow of energy entering into the stick. Once you feel the obstacles in the stick and you feel that line of energy that's been holding you back flowing through the stick, you break the stick. And it severs that flow of energy. You also use the sound from the stick as the catalyst for the breaking, but as I said, more of that in the future video. And we'll be doing 2 sticks. The second stick, you imagine the flow of energy from any future obstacles or blocks in your road and remove them before they ever happen. Okay, now, because this is a twofold spell of creating the road and then also giving that forward momentum, I'm actually going to make a second sigil. It will be my personal sigil once again, but this one will be being released immediately to add forward momentum to my progress. So we will go ahead and allow the energy from the fire into that. Want to try and make as much of it burn as possible, even if it doesn't all catch on the first time. Okay, so that will be it for this episode of Sorcery in Action. Don't forget to join us on Tuesday, where I will be giving a demonstration on how to create and use your own personal sigil. Thank you once again for joining us. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please take this opportunity to do so now. Until then, bright blessings and an interesting fate. This has been Sorcerer Tal.